Hey, hello, welcome. I'm Stormo, and we are back with Final Fantasy 15, picking up more or less exactly where we left off last night. Let's continue. So, the major thing that happened last night was we hit the open world. And now we can do anything, we can go anywhere. We've got a bunch of side quests. So this is our story quest, it's level 10. We've got a bunch of like level 1. We've got that quest to still do, and I don't think I've got the thing I need for that quest yet. We've got kitty catering, which we should probably get doing. A whole bunch of new quests have opened up on the map. If I have a look at the map, you can see there's question marks all over the place here. So there's side quests for different places. This is the Chocobo place that they were talking about before. We will eventually get there. And we should get to quite a few other places. But yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm just messing about with stuff over here. So yeah, so there's quests there. I think there might be quests back at, yeah, there's some stuff back at Hammerhead. Yeah, okay, cool. So also, apparently someone just tried to break my Facebook account, so that was nice of them. Someone tried to send a recovery code to my Facebook account just then. And it's shown up in my email address, so I did not request a new password, so I will click that button and that will disable that feature for a little while. I really like for all the problems that Facebook has, for everything wrong with Facebook, yeah, confirm. One thing it does is that if you get a password reset email in, now I'm actually on Facebook, which I don't care about. Sorry about that. Yeah, you get an email, which is all like, oh hey, Facebook tried to steal your stuff. What are you gonna do about it? And I'm all like, well, I'm gonna solve this problem. But what Facebook will do is if someone does try to give you that kind of quest, someone does try to take your password like that, you can actually just disable password resets for a period of time. Oh yeah, Sonia, she's cool.
そういや、なんか話してたな。彼女の話聞いてみろよ。かなり野獣に詳しい。勉強になるぜ。
Yeah, she's really cool. Sorry, Sanya, not Sonia. Ah! Noctis, why?
なんだよ誰このめっちゃくちゃ忙しい時に。おお、君たち誰だっけ？何？私なんかよ。
あ、いや。
つまり私の邪魔をしただけと。ああ、こりゃ実に問題だよ。この喪失した時間を補うにはと。あ、君たちさ、私の仕事手伝ってくれない？本当？助かるよ。いや手が足りなくてさ。じゃ早速だけどカエル取ってきて。カエル
は？カエル？
あ、今適当にそこらの取ってくりゃいいかって思ったでしょ。ダメ楽は許さない。捕まえるのはレッドフロッグ、アルストの固有種だから。つまりそこを降りてけば見つかるよ。それじゃ私は仕事に戻るね。レッドフロッグ、鮮度重視でよろしく。
She's great. I'm pretty sure she's a reasonably well-known voice actress too, playing Senya. I seem to remember that being a thing in this game. Pick it up. Not 100% sure. Just give me a sec. I've actually opened up the, yeah, I've just opened up the page here because I really want to answer this question, as to who plays Senya. So I've just gone to IMDb because this is bugging the hell out of me now. And it's not listed. Yay! Awesome. Oh no, maybe it is, just a bit further down. I hit the additional voices section. This is ordered really badly. Come on, seriously? No, apparently I don't know who it is. Geez, seriously? Gods, I hate IMDb. It's really annoying sometimes. Oh, you know how I can do this? I can just search. Really? She's not listed on the page. Cool. IMDb does not list the voice actress for that character. Fantastic. Anyway, let's go to the diner and get some hunts. 'Cause we've got a bunch of hunts to get actually. Yeah.
あいつと普通に話できたの
The Quarry's Nest, where the grub tastes best. Let's watch.
クローズネストにようこそ
Okay, let's talk to this guy
調子はどうだい
because he will have hunts for us.
いけそうか
These are quite high level hunts actually, so I will pick them up, but we're probably not going to do them for a while. I do love that you have 10 of these active at a time, though it's really handy. Like, back when you could only have one at a time, that was annoying.
頼んだぞ
We can just pick these up and we'll do them as we go through the game.
無茶はしないようにな
Oh, I should have talked to him as well. Just let me talk, because that'll get all the nearby points of interest. One thing
今日
about
はどうした
it. Yeah, there we go. So that's added a couple of things to the map: parking spots, havens, outposts, and yeah, a bunch of stuff, resource points, all that good stuff. So that's everything there. Now we'll get some food while we're here. I have no money.
また来てく
So I
れ
guess I'm
よ
not going to get any food while we're here. We're actually straight broke. Cool. Cool. Just bear with me again. Just answer a message. Alright, okay. Let's get back to the game. Whew. A little bit of time wasting, sorry. Just one of those things. Okay, yeah, so that's that. Okay, let's oh, wrong button. I keep hitting options to bring this menu up and I keep forgetting that's not the menu. I suppose the place to start, I don't think I got the things yet for that quest, so I'm gonna start by going down and doing some fishing. I think that's how we're gonna start this one off. I do recall that I refilled the car. Oh, is there anything in here? Oh, I don't have any money. It's a shop and I don't have any money, so we're not going to worry about it. But yeah, there is stuff in there that we can pick up. In fact, there's a lot of stuff we can get for the car quest location, and we want to do kitty catering. No, we do not wish to fast travel. We wish to drive there.
あよし行くか
Let's go. Let's go. This gorgeous drive that's going to actually take a minute. This is not going to be a quick drive. But we get to see some of the game's gorgeous scenery as we do, and I get to talk a little bit more about the game's voice cast, which is not, I don't think it's super well known. Like, I was looking through it and I don't recognise a lot of the names here. Either Japanese or English, actually. I think a lot of them are names that Square Enix uses for a lot of their other games. So they show up all the time. Like Matthew Mercer is core in English, for example. And yeah, Kari Wildgrown shows up and things like that. The Japanese names I don't recognise a lot of. I think there are a couple that I know from things, but I don't remember their names. But overall, yeah, it's not a hugely well-known voice cast. It's not like Final Fantasy 13, where the Japanese Final Fantasy 13 had this astonishing voice cast. Like Maya Sakamoto was in it. I think Atsuko Tanaka showed up in it at one point, and a few others. It had a really, really big name cast in Japanese, whereas this one, not so much. But as I've talked about before too, this game had pretty troubled development. Like it started out as Final Fantasy Versus 13, was in development for probably nearly 10 years. Because all the Final Fantasy 13 games, like all the games they planned for that game, so Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13-2, and Versus 13, which is what this is, all actually started development at the same time. And I don't know One thing that I don't know, because from the beginning, this game was planned to have these characters, like Noctis was planned to be the main character in it. I don't know how it was intended to relate to the rest of Final Fantasy XIII, or if it even was. And I do wonder if that's why it became Final Fantasy XV, was because there was just no relation to Final Fantasy XIII. But I didn't follow the development of Versus 13 all that closely, to be honest. Speaking of Final Fantasy 13, my girlfriend gifted me Lightning Returns on Steam tonight. It's a game I've had on my wishlist for a long time. I know it's not a great game, but I've had it on my wishlist for a long time just because I've always been curious about it. And she had some spare cash, so she decided to gift it to me. So I'm going to have to play that at some point, I guess. I mean, sure. Maybe I'll do a Final Fantasy week where I just stream like this and then like other Final Fantasy games. I'll do like Final Fantasy 13 stream. I never did finish my Final Fantasy 13 Let's Play either, did I? I should maybe go back to that. That's, if you go into my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/ZeroExperimentsTim, it's that way, I think, on the map. If you go there, yeah, where is it? Let me see. No, I was pointing the. No, it's that way. That way. Yes. Okay. The camera's all flipped around. I'm just like, okay, yeah, no. If you go if you go to my YouTube channel and go through the playlists, you go back far enough, there'll be a Final Fantasy 13 LP that I never finished. There's a couple of Let's Plays I've never finished. The Witcher 3 is another one I never finished. I think there's about 20 episodes of that there, and be careful watching that one. The frame rate on most of the episodes is pretty terrible. I am tempted to go back and finish off The Witcher 3, possibly not the PC version. I might do it on like the PlayStation 4 if I go back to that game. Just because my PC, it's one of those games where my PC really struggles to run it and encode video at the same time, so something I'll have to think about. Yeah, this was a good choice, wasn't it? This journey. One thing you can do while you're on these journeys, by the way, is you can actually bring up the map, and it shows you where you are as you go down through, because we're going through this tunnel, but it still keeps the video, which is really cool. And you just flip back, pressing the same button. So anyway, we've got to do some fishing once we get out of there. Oh, those blown highlights. Oh, it's like a photo Prompto took. Prompto does get better at photography as you skill up, but I think he still does those same stupid, like, basic photography mistakes. But yeah, I could sit back and watch the driving in this game for hours on end, to be honest. It's just nice, you know. It's nice. Sure. Yeah, let's get a picture of that place. Oh, does that mean we have to? Right. It's a photo op. Yeah. Oh, I guess we're gonna turn around and do that right now. That's fine. Oh, you know what else we can do? I forgot all about. Yeah, we can have music. I'd completely forgotten that there's music that you can have playing. Should do that. And there's a lot of music, and you buy music CDs that unlock as well. So where's this photo op spot then? Oh, just here. Right, okay. Presumably, Ignis is finding a place we can pull over. Yep. Okay. Should be a nice change of pace. Oh boy. And the photo op spot's here. Yep. Neat. Yep, that's cool. So photo ops are another thing comes up. Oh, look at this. This is a good one, actually. Photo ops are these things that come out. They're entirely optional, but some of them are fun. Yeah. And we've actually already seen one of these happen when he got Sydney to take the photo back at the Hammerhead. But yeah, that's a photo op. And yeah, we'll save that one. We'll save that photo. So, that's neat. I think also that helps him level his photography up too, which is handy. And obviously it's free experience, and that is a pretty good view. It's a fantastic view there. This game is nothing if not full of gorgeous landscapes. Let's resume. Yep. Okay.
準備はできているか
Let's watch this car's improbable turning circle. There it is. Four-wheel steering. It's an Audi, so it's got four-wheel steering. That's why. And yeah, dead serious. This car is meant to be based on an Audi R8. And in fact, Audi, when this game came out, Audi did release an Audi R8 that was like this. I think it might have been a one-off. That was styled not so much to look like the Regalia, but like it was black like the Regalia, and it had like Final Fantasy 15 themed detailing on the panels and stuff like that. It looked really cool actually. It was the older Audi R8, not the newer one that's just come out. Pretty nice little vehicle actually. So anyway, we've got to fish. It's our job right now while we're here. Should probably also refuel while we're here as well. So I'll spend what little money I have on refueling the car, because that was a long trip. It's quite the journey. Now let's go feed a cat. That's literally why we drove here, by the way, so we could feed this cat. Yes, the tank is now full. Thank you. So where we want to fish is actually over here, off that pier down there. God, this Golden Key might actually be my favourite zone in this whole game, just because of how nice it looks. And it's funny actually, because there's a zone in Final Fantasy 14. I forget where it's in. God, I've forgotten the name of the Final Fantasy, the main Final Fantasy 14 zones now. The one that's got Limsa Lominsa in it, and it's looks like there's some fish over there. That looks a good spot to throw. Yep. Cast. Damn it. There we go. Okay. And yeah. There we go, we got a bite. Okay, so this is... So the fishing minigame's actually really fun. I like it, I guess. But you gotta be careful, because this tension meter, I really wish those would go away. Basically the tension means that your rod's in under threat. I guess, like, the line will snap, basically. You can get stronger lines and a bunch of stuff. Yes, I know how to do this. Stop bloody tutoring me. I guess the first time. Oh, I might have lost the fish. Oh, we got it. We got it first try, too. You're not guaranteed to get that first try. Yeah, you can see the spider silk. You can see the spider silk down there in the corner there. So we got, what was it? Hang on a second, let me just answer a text message on my phone. Landed a fish. Some fish are edible while others are prized. This was a giant trevally, which our cat is very much going to like. So that's neat. Anyway, let's back out of fishing. Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, whatever. How do I back out of this? Not by doing that. Stop fishing, yes, that's what. Okay. Also, Noctis's fishing rod is stored in the same segment of hammer space as his swords, so that's handy for him actually. It's a really nice thing that he's got going on there. That's odd, because oh no, you actually can't walk out into the water at all. Okay, I thought you could walk further out than that. I didn't realise. Oh well. We're probably going to spend the night here too, just because it is what is it, 5 o'clock here now. Or 5 o'clock in game, I guess. But yeah, we'll probably spend the night here, and then head off to whatever we want to do next in the morning. So, and we are going to exhaust as much of the side quest stuff as we can before we do more of the story. I do know that doing some parts of the story will unlock more side quests, I think, during this chapter. So it'll sort of be a case of clear everything out that we can, do story, clear everything out that we can, do story, clear everything out that we can, do story. Anyway, let's talk to the cat.
ほら、釣ってきたぞ。え？魚嫌いなのか？ああ、レストラン
What a
に行って
fussy
こい
cat.
と。
Seriously. Ever heard of a cat that wouldn't just eat a fish raw? I had a cat that once tried to eat a goldfish directly out of the pond. Anyway, let's talk to the chef.
ガーディナにようこそ。
Oh, geez, that's kind of annoying. The Ignis snapshot contest, that's going to happen every time we come through here, and it's going to be annoying every time. Quest. Okay.
ここ、猫が食えそうなものってあるか？
新しい冷やかしかしら。
え？いや、あっちに猫が。
冗談よ。事情は分かってるわ。あの子のご飯なら作ってあげる。
So they know this cat is a local celebrity. They know.
今からお客さんに出す分で最後なの。だからこの魚を一匹調達してきて
Well,
ね。
luckily for me, we already did that. The annoying part with this quest though is you actually stop there and you have to go back and hand the fish over. Noctis, please.
お疲れ様。ちょっと待っててね。あなた
Here we go.
いい人ね。でも気をつけなさい。猫って執着す
There's
る
a lot of
し、
effort to go to
何よ
for a
り
cat.
美食家よ。
美食かね。
Oh yeah, they're picky,
下手
alright.
なご飯じゃ満足し
They
な
are
いの。はい、
picky as hell.
これ持ってってあげてね。
Just sit up a bit. Oh, there we go. Cockchura's cat food. Sweet. So I'm just wondering if I'm going to be able to afford to spend the night in caravan because I don't have a lot of gil. I've got like 30 now after we bought the petrol. I think it's like 150 to stay in a caravan, so we might need to find the campsite, which isn't too far from here.
持ってきたぞ。
Ow! Yeah, the cat loves it. Look at that.
この贅沢猫。
懐かれたっぽい。
どうだろう。
And that is literally the last we'll ever see of that cat.
されちまうと大変だぜ。
Also, those puns though. Those puns are perfect. Hey, there's an item here. Pick up metal scrap. Yep, that's what we wanted. Yeah, so I think we will stay the night at the caravan while we're here. And then we'll pick up the next quest once that's done. Can't afford the caravan. There is a campsite just over there somewhere. I forget exactly where, but there is one not far from here. Yeah, where is that campsite? It is around here. I'm not seeing smoke from it yet, but yeah. Well, we can stay at the caravan, so that's fine.
今日こそ対戦勝負。
キングスナイトか。受けてたってやろうじゃねえか。
Yeah.
なら俺も参戦してやろうか。
King's Knight's the card game, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, Golden Key. Key. Golden Key. There we go. Didn't level up. Didn't really get much. Poor Senya. That's a weird photo of her. And again, he's just blown it out so badly. Get better at photography. Come on. That's a good shot. That's an alright shot. I think we're gonna get this really nice photo of Ignis though. So that's that one done.
いい朝だな。
あ、
Right, let's okay, so it's telling us, hey, do the story quest. We don't need to do the story quest. Oh, Oryx Chronicle entry 4 partners. Fellow helped down the mountain and I are on our way back to Lesson. So this follows on from the story with the guy helping him up the mountain. At least I think that's where we're headed. Should only be a little further, but I feel like we're just going around in circles. Fella said we ought to take the road less travelled and follow the river, that the fish will keep our stomachs filled. Sharp as a tack, this one. Said he wants to be a journalist, but I reckon I ought to make him my partner. So I wonder if that's Dino that they're talking about. Dino. They're talking about there. Let's speaking of Dino, I've done it again. I keep doing that. Okay, we've got scenic delivery, so that's a level 1 quest. So I will grab that quest. Where is that quest on the map? I just want to see. Oh, we do have a new quest out at Hammerhead too. Well, it doesn't matter because we'll just drive there. So we'll do this scenic, obtain the list. Oh, actually, I know where this quest is. It's here. I'm actually here at it because you buy the tomato from here. That's right, I remember now. So we'll do that while we're here. Bye. I cannot afford it. Can I? It's 200 gil. I might need to sell something. What do I got that I can sell? There is, you do get garbage that you can sell, I think. Yeah, treasures, these things. So these are all, I believe, just saleable items. Like, they're not important for any reason. So I can sell a bunch of these and I'll give you they're not materials, I don't believe. Or maybe they are materials. Oh boy. Maybe I just got rid of a bunch of materials. Yeah, I think there might be materials as well, but we sold those because I really needed to get the money for the other thing. I might have made a huge mistake just then. Oh boy, where's the, I don't want to buy. Where's the Lucian tomato? There we go. Yep, we got that. Okay, we're back to being flat broke. Okay, so that was probably worth it. Deliver the ingredient to Taka. So, gotta go all the way back to Hammerhead, which is good because there's a quest in Hammerhead. So we'll do that. Oh, actually, one thing about it. Do we have a quest for Dino yet? Yeah. Okay, so. So does he want us to talk to him now? Yeah, he does. So while we're here, we might as well do this as well. Just makes sense to go talk to Dino right now. Yeah, that's right, because the last time we spoke to Dino, we ended up with a whole bunch of stuff. We ended up doing most of Chapter 2, in fact. So, this is what we wanted. This is definitely what we wanted. I don't think the cat has anything more. I don't recall it ever having even more quests, actually. But yeah. Yeah, I could live in a place like this, you know. I really could. Although I'd probably have a few more walls. Because I'll tell you what, the rain probably gets in here on some of the stormier days. Let's talk to Dino. Dino has a quest.
王子、元気そうじゃん。
まあな。
船ごめん。オートの事件あっただろ。当分裏でも用意無理っぽくて。
Oh, you mean the fiasco where my dad died?
今さ、新聞記者だけじゃやっていけないから、アクセサリー制作力入れてんだ。でさ、今って暇？
なんで？
報酬はアクセサリー。で、そいつは原石と引き換え。ほら、前と同じで探索を頼みたい。
Bada bing, bada boom, hey? Okay. Head to the specified area. Okay, so probably won't be doing that immediately, but at least we picked that up. So again, let's just take a quick look. What was that? The aspiring artisan. Yeah. So we're going to be doing scenic delivery for the moment. So we'll be heading back to Hammerhead, which means there's another quest we can pick up. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh boy, is it?
そんなもんだろう。相変わらずの威厳のなさ。
原石探しか。危険なとこなんじゃない？うまいな。
すぐそこで取れた新鮮な魚介なんだ。
Anyway, yeah. Golden Key is still... Oh, it's such a beautiful location. I mean, this game actually has a lot of really nice locations. It's just me, or is there like a shadow coming off those trees? Yeah, you can see it. Oh no, it's some kind of reflection effect in the water, I think. Yeah, it is too. Some kind of weird water reflection thing going on there.
王様の剣って何本あるんだ？
歴代王の数になるが、現存しているものがどれだけか。
宝探しみたいだね。
I'm going to have to look up the locations of all the royal arms too, if we're going to get them all, which I do intend to. Oh, and for the curious, in case you're wondering about those, you can have a look down the bottom of this menu. I can't actually bring the cursor to it, but you can see down the bottom where it says Armiger, below the menu items. Those are all the menus, the things we can pick up. While we're here, I've got 39 AP, so I should take a quick look. Let's see if there's something I can pick up. Maybe not. I think we'll try and build more team up stuff. Or actually, stats. What can I get in terms of stats? I've got all these, haven't I? Yeah. I don't think I can get more of these yet. Yeah, no, they require a bit more AP than I've got. What about exploration? We picked up... Oh, you know what we didn't pick up? This. We should pick this up. So, this gives us AP for taking trips in the car. So it's basically rewarding me for doing the thing where I don't fast travel everywhere. So, yes, I know how to use that. I want to get in the regalia. The hell? That's what I wanted. Okay, auto, and we want to go to quest location, we want to go to scenic delivery. So, no. I want my APs for traveling in the car. There we go. Yeah, so, the auto driving is one of my favorite features in this game.
ノクト、あのさ、何か写真で撮ってほしいリクエストない？
Okay, so this is where you can pick him to take photos. We don't have a good photo of Gladio yet, so let's get some pictures.
そうだな。グラディオを取っとけよ。
なるほど。了解。
Cool. Now we have music in the car as well, which is always nice. That's always a good thing. Oh, my back is really sore. I was playing Elite Dangerous before. Oh, jeez. This is the way I have to sit when I play that game, because I'm using my HOTAS, and I'm sitting with my hands out here, and it's like, do that for too long, it starts to hurt the back of my neck. And then, of course, going and playing this game immediately afterwards is, it's helping. It's helping. It is helping. So, yeah. So the music you can actually buy a bunch of soundtracks for this game. There's a bunch of soundtracks in game that unlock music from other Final Fantasy games. And one really thing, like when you first boot this game up, if you saw the first episode, actually, you'd remember the first time you boot this up, it says a Final Fantasy for fans and new players alike, or something like that. Like the whole idea is that this game is not just a new Final Fantasy; it's a celebration of Final Fantasy, and I think it was a really smart thing. There we go. There's that AP for going on the drive. I think it was a really smart thing because I think after the last single-player Final Fantasy 13, and then the problems they had initially with Final Fantasy 14, I feel like the series' reputation had been quite a bit tarnished, and Final Fantasy 15 had a lot of work to do to really recover that. I mean, honestly, and I'm going to dive into everyone has opinions on the best Final Fantasy and all that kind of stuff. I particularly, my favourite Final Fantasy is probably always going to be 6. I think that's probably the best one. It was the first Final Fantasy I played start to finish. It was... I was going through a period... When I played 6, I was going through a period... because it was the early 2000s. I never owned a Super Nintendo, even if I had it. Yeah, sure. Let's do that one here. Sure, yeah. But yeah, I was
じゃあ取っとけよ
I sort of finished high school and I was playing a lot of games on Super Nintendo emulators, SNES 9X, and yeah, SNES 9X. And I actually played all 3 Super Nintendo Final Fantasies on emulation,
また
4, 5, and 6. And I played 4 and got reasonably far into it. I did end up beating 4, and I played 5 not super deeply. I remember really enjoying 5's the job system in 5. I thought it was really cool. And 5, of course, you have to play with the translation patch because it was never officially released in English.
Thank you.
I think it has been since. I think you can get an official English version of it now on something, maybe the PlayStation 2, maybe. But yeah, you can get an official English version of it now. But back then you couldn't. So the only way to play that was through like a fan-translated ROM, which is how I played it. And then I played Final Fantasy 6 and I got right into 6 and I got all the way through that game. And it was an amazing game. I've considered doing an actual LP of Final Fantasy 6, but I just... I don't know if I have the patience for that battle system anymore. Like, even at the time, I found the battle system, and it's worse in 4. The ATB battle system can just really screw you over sometimes. It doesn't matter how good you are or how well you do at the game. You sometimes you just lose because the game didn't give you an opportunity to get through a battle. So it can be frustrating to play those games now because you don't have the more modern conveniences of stuff. Although, if you're playing on an emulator, you do have the benefit, of course, of save states. And even if I was going to play it, I suppose these days the most legit way to play it, for me especially, is if I can get my hands on a SNES Mini, because it is one of the games on that. But of course, there is a better Final Fantasy 6 game that exists as well. It's called Chrono Trigger, and it's the game that a lot of people feel should have been Final Fantasy 7. And certainly probably the peak of Square Enix's SNES. That was actually the 4th game, and it's funny actually because I feel like Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 6 and Chrono Trigger all make a very neat trilogy of Square Enix SNES RPGs. And they've got others. I mean, the Super Nintendo is just absolutely just like drowned in fantastic 16-bit era role-playing games that are all well worth your time. Like, even some of the lesser well-known ones are definitely worth your time. But yeah, so I played 4, 5, and 6 back when I was going through sort of my early 20s, I guess. So they were pretty formative games for me, and 6 especially, I think was a very formative game. Even though I played it years after, like 10 years after it was really big. Not quite 10, probably 7 to 8 years after it was a really big game. And so I played that. I never really played much of the... I have played the PlayStation ones, but usually not too deeply. I have actually technically played every Final Fantasy game. Including some of the side ones. I guess I need to talk to... No, hang on. I need to actually use the quest trigger, which I didn't use. There we go. Yeah. That's what we need to do. Yeah, well, you paid us.
簡単すぎ。シドに怒られるぞ。
Yeah.
そうだな。次に頼むときは情報屋としてもう少し難しくさせてもらう。だが手に入れてきてもらって助かった。代わりにこれをやる。料理して食え。
Good eating, eh? Good experience too. Nice. Wouldn't mind a bit more money though. But we got leaden potatoes and gigi ham and sheep milk and all sorts of stuff. Fungwa. Nice. And now he has another quest, so we'll pick that up over here. Yeah, it's not like I'm doing anything else, mate.
ああ、買ってくるだけじゃねえよ。
Yeah.
今度はちょっと骨が折れるぞ。野獣を倒すとこからやってもらう。つまり狩りだからな。手に入ったら新しい料理に使う予定だ。できれば持ってきてほしい。
なんとか入手できたな。
痛む前に持ってこうぜ。
Oh, yep. Hunters and gatherers. Deliver the ingredients to Taka. Yep. So this is a go out and do hunting quest. Anyway, yeah, I did play. I have played Final Fantasy VII a little. Actually, owned Final Fantasies 8 and 9 on the PlayStation, and I have played both. Although I've only played Final Fantasy 8 on the PC, not the PlayStation 2, because my version of Final Fantasy 8 doesn't run on. Sorry, not on the PlayStation, because my version of Final Fantasy 8 doesn't run on the PlayStation. Oh yeah, so this is what I was talking about before. So there's a bunch of stuff you can get for the car, hammerhead sticker, bow arts, advanced color samples, and yeah, and these are the games. So Memories of Final Fantasy 4, which is a bunch of soundtrack from that, and Memories of Final Fantasy 8. They're only 100 gil each, so I can probably sell some stuff. Aren't these equipped on everyone? Does it only show unequipped? No, it shows everything even here. Like, that's kind of bad. But yeah, I'll get rid of. I don't know what I can get rid of. I won't worry about it for the moment. We'll come back. We'll come back to it. So it's not a big deal. Let's check here. Master Zero Friction, life lengthening, heavy duty rust remover. But yeah, and I just want to quickly talk to Sid. Also, there's a quest here. This will be from Sydney, won't it? Yep. It is a Sydney quest. Yay. Good stuff. I do apologise a little bit too, because I know the subtitles in this game aren't the most readable. There's not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. And because of my insistence on playing this game in Japanese, we're just gonna have to live with it. I've got to read the subtitles too, so...
なかなか手に入らないワックス。レガリアに使えそうだから取りに行ってこようと思って。なら、俺たちで行くわ。え？レガリアに使うんだろ？そのつもり。じゃあお願いしようかな。探すのは手間がかかるかもしんないけど。手間？落っこちてたのを見かけたって話だからさ。
Right, okay.
落ちてるのを探して拾ってくるってことだよね。そうなるな。感動。
That's the plan.
それ最初はシドニーがやってくれるつもりだったんでしょ？俺頑張ろう。
Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So those are upgrade materials. Oh, I've got to unequip the weapon. Ah, got to hit the right button. Gear. Noctis. Board sword. Oh, it's the drain lance we wanted. I want to use. Yeah. I'll just. I'll throw that in there at the moment, just to unequip it, and then we'll do it. Yep. Cool. So that's that quest done. Now we have Drain Lance 2 plus 1, which is great, and I will immediately re-equip that. Whoop, hang on. Gear. Ah. Okay, so I'll immediately re-equip that because that's a handy thing to have. I could pass that on actually to. Oh no, he's using dual wield, but he can use that as a secondary if I want him to. I'm not sure if that's a good idea at this stage. We'll keep it on Noctis because I don't mind it as a backup weapon. There are certain enemy types it works better with. I believe I don't really understand about how the enemies, how the weapon types affect different enemy behaviors in this game. This stage is that everything we've got here. It is excellent. Okay, cool. Okay, I suppose the next thing to do is look for the next quest. So we could do Gone Hunting. Now it's kind of the next lowest level, or we could do this hunting quest, which is literally just around the corner from here. So we'll go to that. Because it's literally just over here. Like, yeah, 700 feet away. Oh, I really wish he could change the distance counter in this game from, like, to, like, real distance measurement instead of stupid feet and miles and, ugh, I hate that stuff. Such a dumb way of measuring things. Yes, let's base everything on the length of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh's foot. That's a good idea. I'm not even joking either. It's the sad part. Oh, the good part of this though is that I do get to try out my oh, we got to kill 7 of these things. I do get to try out my hot new sword. Oh, there we go. That's
終わりだその調子だノクトあ
what are you doing? Got him. Okay, that's me in stasis then, I guess. Cool. Okay, victory. Nice. Easy game. Rough but easy. And we've got an antidote. Oh, pardon me. Good stuff. Easy victory. Oh. So where are we? Just let me move my headphone cable out of the way there. There we go. So that's one of the hunting quests down, and in the earlier versions of this game, you can only have one of these quests at a time. So we would have had to do that, come back, get the next one, do that, come back, get the next one. Just, really waste of time.
ああ、朝起きれねえ感じだし。そら夜更かしが原因だろ。
The banter is so fun. It just gives this game so much more personality than it might otherwise have. Yeah, let's turn that in.
今日は何にする?
Yep, hunt complete. We're cool guys. They weren't that hard. 740 gil though, I'll take that. Hey, we can buy those soundtracks now. Knocked. Seriously.
ここら辺のことなら聞いた。
Did we eat here before?
若いんだから肉食ってけ。
I don't want to spend the money on that much food. I'll grab this one now, it's only 50.
任せてくれ。
That's nice. That's alright, yeah.
Na kanaka
That's fine.
umasou da.
Chili con carne. Oh, yeah. I'd eat a bowl of that. That looks great. Everybody loves it.
これなら再現できそうだな。
Ignis just figured out how to make a recipe. Good old Ignis. He's so cool. I want to be Ignis when I grow up.
何が知りたいんだ?
Did we never talk to this guy? Oh, we didn't either. Wow, okay. Okay, cool, so he's marking everything we need. Which is going to be really handy later on. So that's good stuff. Okay. Let's get back. Oh boy. Given... just continuing talking about all the stuff going on with Final Fantasy. Why did I do that? Given what's been happening, so that's a level 5. I really think we should prioritize hunts before side quests, maybe. Not 100% sure exactly what we should do here in terms of that. But again, that's actually a quest that's literally just right over there, so we may as well grab it while we're here. Yeah. And that actually means we can basically call it a day in Hammerhead. We'll rest up for the evening after this one. Because it's going to be, yeah, probably too late to go do anything. I generally try not to stay out at night. We did get caught out on that the other day. Last night was it? I think we got caught out on that, but yeah, just like taking on level 30 enemies at this time of night. Yeah, no, not fun. Not fun. Oh, these guys on the other side. Oh no, they're right here. This is what we're supposed to be doing. I don't think it is. I think we're fine. It's supposed to be fine. Yeah, he's said to us, not Mez. Whatever those things are. Still. Okay, so they're around here a bit. Yeah, they must be around here a bit. Okay, that's obviously not going to happen, so we're going to have to work our way around this hill. We're in the zone for him anyway, so that's cool. Yeah, there they are. Nice. Good work. Another 4. Immediately. That's fine. Ah, shit. Didn't see it. I was looking down at my weapon selection and I thought maybe I should just try to play with my upgrade damage blade. I've done this, Josh. I'm really sorry to everyone who's watching this and seeing like how badly I can dodge this. It's just, I'm just not used to it. Noctis, what are you doing?
Yes.
What I can do is get Gladiator to shoot Wow, that was good. Oh, that's what that is. What a monster hunter move that is. That's insane. Cannot see past that tree. That's really annoying. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, that damage. That's good hits. I want to see it. Noctis moves better with points. Maybe it will get Yep. Target. Good work. Easy, easy. Okay, let's bring that home. What's that there? Is that anything or is it just a rock on the ground? It's just a rock on the ground. Okay, cool. Oakley dokley. Let's head home. We will do this the fast way. The faster way. Oh, what was that? Yeah, why am I being attacked right now? Those saber-tooths again? Get it? Yeah, we'll do it. It's working this game. Oh. Victory. Nice, good work. Cool. Alright, let's definitely head home because the sun is rapidly setting. I think I mentioned too that as you progress the story in this game, the days actually get shorter to the point where the sun sets at like 3 in the afternoon. Which is a little bit annoying. But there's a storyline reason for it. Rusted bit. So they are crafting materials as well, so I'm loath to get rid of them if I find a use for them. It'd be nice if the game had like a, hey, this thing is completely worthless, just don't worry about it. Like how Monster Hunter does with items that are designed that are intended to be sold for money. I kind of wish this game would have something like that. All games should have things like that, actually. Let's talk to Taka. Yeah, we did it. We completed your hunt. We hunted the monsters, and we got cash money for it. Oh, that's what I was going to do too, wasn't I? I was going to buy those soundtracks. I'll do that now. Let's talk. Go buy those soundtracks. I don't know if I'm going to buy that Regalia paint job because it is pretty hideous. Also, I'm not sure I got the money for it. So there's actually a few service stations around the place, and they all have different things you can buy for the car. So a repair kit lets you actually, you know what, we're going to buy that because we need that for something later.
ありがとうございました
That'll be important later. Yeah, the bow arts is hideous. I will buy that. Yep. I will buy that. I'm not going to buy the bow arts.
ダムです
ノクト、これ見てよ。
Okay. Let's spend the night in the caravan here, and then we will decide what to do next. Yep. XP
休む
1.3.
か。
You get that nice XP bonus, which you don't get if you camp, actually, which is moderately annoying. But still, Hammerhead, 0 days elapsed. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And we should get some levels here. Yeah, we did. Nice. And Prompto's photography skill. Oh, he can do random selfies now. Yay. Yay, because that's what he needed to start doing. That's a good broody shot of Noct. I got a good broody shot of Noct the other day, though. That's a good shot, actually. That's coming on well. That's alright. It's a good shot of Gladio, actually. I want more Gladio, didn't I?
でしょ？俺も好き。
That's... Oh, your highlights, mate. Get your freaking exposures right. Seriously.
これ楽しそう。
Jeez. That's okay. That's funny. That was just bad.
こいつ。誰かいた？
Oh, wait, was that...
なんでもない。
Hang on. He said, hey, wait, isn't that... And when he says that, it usually means that if you look in the background of these photos... Oh, I don't see it. So, there's a thing that can happen with a certain character in this game where they will start showing up in the background of some of your photos, even though they weren't there. So that's a cool thing that we can start having to have happen now as well. I guess the implication is that this person is meant to be in this photo somewhere, but obviously this photo is so bad you can't really tell. So that's fine. I think we will take this cool Gladio photo. That's a cool shot. Yeah. Okay. I spend way too much time thinking about photos, don't I? It's part of the fun of this game. I just really enjoy this game. It's a fun game. It's not perfect. It's got problems. The story, the open world part isn't as well realized as it could be. The game does just become a linear corridor about halfway through. Unfortunately, we never come back to this open world. But overall, I just have a lot of fun with it. I think it's just got this really nice atmosphere to it. You know, it's just it doesn't take itself super seriously. It's got strong moments, but you know, it doesn't take itself seriously. It has fun with what it is, which I think is something that the Final Fantasy games have been missing for a long time. Like even like maybe right back to even Final Fantasy 6 is a game that takes itself maybe more seriously than it should. Whereas this game just lightens everything up and has a lot of fun with it. Okay, that's probably the next lowest level quest we've got at the moment, Gone Hunting, so we might pick that one up for now. So we've got to, I don't know where we've got to go for that, but I'm sure the Regalia will take us there. So, quest location. Hang on, is the quest location for this quest here already? No, it's not. It's, oh, it's down there. I know where that is, yeah. No, it's not fast travel. I know where it is. It's not far.
準備はできているか？
It's not far at all. It's good. Alright. And I think I wasn't really feeling like streaming tonight. There was a period of time where I was just like, oh, do I really want to stream tonight? But no, once I'm in this game, like I said, because it's just such a fun game. This guy's smiling down on me. It's kind of a shame actually that there's not a oh hang on, I didn't mention that. That's right, that's how you can, yeah. There's no real random play function in the game. That's one thing this game doesn't have actually. It doesn't have the metal chocobo soundtrack from Final Fantasy 13. Speaking of Final Fantasy games that take themselves way too seriously. Oh boy. Yeah, no, right. The Chocobo, Final Fantasy 13. That's a good one. Actually, to be honest, for all its problems, there's one thing that Final Fantasy 13 could never be accused of, and that's having a bad soundtrack. It has a phenomenally good soundtrack. It's a soundtrack that deserves a much better game than it got, but it's a good soundtrack. But yeah, what was I saying about stuff? Oh, and yeah, that's the other thing with that ability where we get AP for driving a car. That's why in this game AP is effectively unlimited, because there's just so many ways to get it. And a lot of those ways are just repeatable. So I can just get AP. Doing what I'm doing. Okay.
ノクト、あれ見てみねえか。
どうした？
Now what the quest indicator? What's the quest indicator? I think talking is what I want here.
食べていかれます
But
か
I do want to talk anyway, so I can unlock all the bits of the map. Oh, right. Okay, well, that is actually what we wanted to do then. Okay, cool.
ご注文をどうぞ
It's a lot for salmon. Let's just have some chips.
はいすぐにお持ちしますよ
Oh, I could go a plate of chips right now. Oh, the food. Oh, jeez, this game. It's the best part of the whole game. Is the food. Yeah, you can make them now. Dish and chips. Good for you. Okay, let's
ありがとうございます
let's go do the quest.
今日はがっつり食うぞ
So the dog tag is just over here. So this is actually a whole set of quests that we'll end up doing. Is these ones where we've got to find these dog tags, and some of them are easier than others. Some of them get really annoying. Hey, you can tell I'm playing on the PS4 version because of the lack of ground clutter compared to the PC version. Hey, how smart was I?
今普通に流したね。
Still don't have the season pass, so I still don't have the expansions either. But that's fine. We will get there. We'll very much get there. Where are we? Yep.
ここは気持ちいいな。
そうだな。
Oh, pardon me. Whew. Examine. Guess we go that way.
今
Now.
度は何？
That might be what we're looking for. Or it might be over here. Mineral deposit, you say? Didn't say it.
確かこっちに。
Yeah, I'd imagine it's this way. I think we took a slightly more roundabout path. Oh, hang on, guys. Hang back. Just want to grab all this bluestone shards, yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff you can get that, is so you can colour the regalia. So that's a neat thing you can do. Hello. Look at these. Well, that was fast and easy. I suppose I am a fair few levels above him. There we go, that's the dog tag. So let's go back to Dave. Who is, of course, over here. These mountains and these hills and just this glorious location. You wouldn't think that an entire city just got invaded by like a actually pretty serious enemy. Literally up over there a bit.
見つけてきてくれたんだな。
We did good, yep.
いや、ただ拾っただけだし。あまり暗く考えない。
Now his wife and kids will get to
そう
know
は言っても難しい
what happened
か
to them.。
俺もついいろいろと考えてしまうよ。これを回収する意味は重くて大きい。だがそれで手を止めてしまったら回収できない分が増えてしまうんだ。それもまた苦しいからね。ああ、そうだな。ハンターたちにもそう教えている。見つけたら積極的に回収してくれとね。
Yep, that's neat. That's good stuff. And we got some cool XP too, so that's pretty good. And a bunch of heat potions as well. High potions. High potions, heat potions, whatever. We got a bunch of stuff. Okay, where are we going now? So that was that one out of the way. Got, yeah, aspiring artisans. So we should, that's level 6. We got Hunters and Gatherers, which is also level 6. So we'll start with this one, then we'll do that one. I don't entirely know what this one's supposed to be, but again, auto drive saves us. It's not far from where we are.
今日の天気は
快晴だ。
It's clearly not far from where we are. In fact, it's apparently just up the road a bit. One nice thing about the fuel requirements for the regalia too is that they it never costs you more than 10 gil ever to refuel it. So I guess this is where we need to go.
車はここに置いていこう。
Oh, I won't. Car kinda does stick out like a sore thumb a bit, especially compared to all the other cars here. And yeah, the quest is just over here. The thing I like about your AI partners is that they will just run on ahead of you. Like, they're not always behind you as you run.
あいつが言ってたの
Pretty
はこの
intelligent
辺
the
か
way they work.
ああ、頼まれた原石を探そう。
Okay, so we've got to
Nocto.
find...
魔導エンジンの音がする。
Oh, okay, that one. No, we're about to get soldiered, so this will be good fun for us. But I was going to say we've got to find a thing within this circle here. And I remember, I think the first time I did this quest, it's...
数が多い。確実に一匹ずつ仕留めるぞ。
Oh geez, these guys are strong.
行くぞ。
So, this might be very good. Oh jeez. Oh boy. Come on, seriously? It's not like level 16. Uh oh. Not good, not good, not good, not good. I can't use regroup.
寝てる暇もないぞ。
助かった。
ちょっとまずいぞ。
This is...
結構やばいかも。
What's gonna get regroup there? So, what's the deal with this? Let me use regroup.
エグニス、指示。
仕切り直
That
しだ。
will heal us and give us a boost as well.
そっちだぞ。
心配には及ばねえよ。
These guys are worth good XP though, so that's... Yeah, oh jeez. Oh, I see. Don't go there.
見直したぜノクト。
あ、
よしビンゴ。
Oh boy. Ooh.
息ぴったりじゃん。
Good
今のよか
battles.
ったな。
Good battles. Okay, let's see if we can't find this, the thing we're supposed to find. It can be up over here too. In fact, that might be up there. Of course, can't pick it up because I've triggered combat
さ
with...
てどうする。
This guy. Let's say, I'm not sure you can combat with. Blocked and parried and then got walked out. Let's see if that can do something to it. Yep, that does it. And then we can come in. Good hits, good hits. Good hits, that's strong. Oh, jeez. Really? This? Needs some room. Daddy, tennis. Nice, good work. Probably don't need to use this gem snake. It's only like one hour. Good stuff. Oh, there's still this guy here. They weren't that tough. That was some strong XP
どうした
too.
の？
新しいレ
This
シピを
might be
思
what
い
we're
ついた
looking
ぞ
for just here.
こりゃ楽しみだな。
Cool. Ignis concocted a new recipe. Good for Ignis. Let's pick this thing up. That is not what we're looking for. We want an amethyst stone, and it is somewhere in this circle. It might take a minute to find. So let's just be a bit careful. We might have to do a bit more fighting.
じゃああとは
Oh,
届け
it
るだけ
could
か。
just be there. So let's get back to the car. Where is the car? Up here. Let's try and get back to the car without fighting any more Imperial soldiers, actually. That would be nice. So, if you're not familiar with how the health system works in this game, you have two kinds of health. You have your normal hit points health, but then you also have a sort of maximum health that's like a darker... So you got a white bar and a dark grey bar. And I think if I hit that, we will turn around and head back to Golden Key. So that's cool. But yeah, so you have the two kinds of health, and the white health regenerates quickly, particularly out of combat, and it's essentially your maximum. The white health represents your in-combat health. The grey health represents your total health. If you run out of white health, you get into a danger state where your grey health will start to drop away. But what can happen is that one of the other guys can come in and say, hey, here, let me revive you. So it's like a Gears of War type revive type thing. And that'll give you some white health back, but you'll have lost some of your maximum health. So every time you run out of white health, you lose some of that maximum health. You can only rebuild your white health back to that maximum health. So in general, it's actually a really cool system, but you do need to manage it a little bit, particularly against tougher enemies like we had there. So that's alright. It's a nice system. I like it a lot. Getting back to what I was talking about before with the Final Fantasy. So I played Final Fantasy 6. I've played 7, 8, 9. 8. I have 8 for PS1. But I don't own a PS1, I own a PS2. And the problem with my PS2 is it can't run Final Fantasy 8. I have the version of Final Fantasy 8 that is apparently incompatible with PlayStation 2. So that's really cool. But I do have a PC version as well. And I've got 9 lying around somewhere here. So I've got Final Fantasy 9, which I've played a little bit of. You know, they seemed alright. I hate Final Fantasy 10. I think it's probably my least favourite Final Fantasy game. That I put a lot of time into. It is just such a dull trudge through some of the most boring characters in the series. And I really don't get the reverence that has built up Final Fantasy X over the years. It genuinely is my least interesting Final Fantasy. The combat is dull. The characters are dull. Everything is dull. Fortunately, they then took all of the stuff that made Final Fantasy X dull, threw it out, and created one of my favorite Final Fantasy games because they call it Final Fantasy X-2. Final Fantasy X-2 is, I like for a lot of the same reason I like Final Fantasy 15 actually, which is that it doesn't take itself seriously. It has a lot of fun with the genre. It has a really fun combat system. The dress sphere system is really fun. I think a lot of people get put off by the girl powerness of it. It's got a lot of, because it's basically Yuna, Riku, and a new character they made for the game called Paige. Are sort of the three main characters. They're also the only characters you ever use in combat in the game. It's not like 10 where you've got like different party members you can swap in and out and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun. In fact, the dress sphere sort of replacing multiple party members because they basically work like a job system. And it's a lot of fun. Final Fantasy X-2 is a fantastic game, and I would genuinely recommend it as a game if you want to start in Final Fantasy. Let's refuel. If you want to start in Final Fantasy, it's not a bad place to start actually. X-2. Just don't play the original Final Fantasy X. You don't need to understand X-2. I mean, there is references back to the events of the ending of Final Fantasy X in X-2, but honestly, just play X-2. Final Fantasy 11 I never played because it's an MMO, and I've seen it played, but I was never into it. I was into World of Warcraft when it was around, and I know Final Fantasy 11 is still around. You still actually play it, which is amazing. But yeah, I never played it. 12 I played a lot of. I enjoyed 12. I enjoyed Revenant Wings, which was the DS sort of sequel to 12 that came out. That I actually enjoyed that a bit more than 12. But 12 is still a really good game. It's got that really unique gambit system. Basically, at some point Square Enix realized that to win in combat in Final Fantasy X, literally all you had to do was hold down the X button. And 99% of every battle in Final Fantasy X can actually be won just by holding down the X button. So what they decided to do in 12 was eliminate the need to hold down the X button, and they completely automated the battle system. And you basically have this system called macros, which is a combat system. And it's fun, but boy is it not very interactive. Which is a problem. Yeah, we did alright. We did okay.
王子も誇りに思いなよ。これで世界の人々が救われるかもよ。
なんで？
普通一般人は夜なんか出歩かない。でもやむを得ずなんて人もいるじゃん。俺、そういう人用にアクセサリー作ってんの。ってわけで、王子もこれ使ってみ。
Cool.
はい、約束通りの報酬です。じゃあまた来てよ。新作あげちゃうかもよ。
Aspiring artisan. Yes, more XP. Yay. More cash money too. Amethyst bracelet. No, nice. And we've immediately got his next quest.
花聞くね、王子。本当は記者の方が向いてんじゃん。
王子やめて新聞記者かよ。
でさ、探せる人探してて。ごめん、一般人にはちょっときつい場所。パパッと行ってきて。お礼するからさ。
So that's probably a quest we will do later. Let's see, what level is that one? Yeah, that's a quest we'll do later. So Hunters and Gatherers is, I think, the next thing on the menu. And that's all the way back at Hammerhead. Pardon me. That's all the way back near Hammerhead. So we'll go head up there to do that.
またお使いじゃん。
これまでの報酬を考えると悪い話でもなさそうだが。
まあそうだけどお使いだよ。
どっか納得いかねえか。
このお魚、僕の大好物に決定。あら、本当？だってルナプレーナ様が作ったシルベナ。
Yeah, the Oracle will protect everyone. The Oracle's a good person. We'll meet the Oracle eventually.
チョコボ乗りてー。ああ、今普通に流したね。
quoting the Chocobo song from Final Fantasy 13. But yeah, Final Fantasy 12 was okay, I guess. It had its moments. Final Fantasy 13, on the other hand, is a game I like a lot more than most people. I've made jokes about it being dull just before, but truthfully, one of the reasons I was Let's playing that game was because I sort of wanted to show people that it's not as bad as it's made out to be. I did refuel the car. Yeah, I did. It's not as bad as it's made out to be. So where is that going to lead us back? Is that going to lead us just back to Hammerhead? I think it is, which is probably a good thing. Because it's getting late in the day. I kind of want to make it back to Hammerhead before the day ends. So let's hope we can do that. I think we'll be able to. Let's go through some of these soundtracks. Lightning Long, Arroyo Bello. Kingslave Final Fantasy soundtrack. And there we go. So there's Final Fantasy 1 soundtrack. What else is there? Final Fantasy 4 soundtrack. And it is fully the music from those games too. I think a lot of it's orchestral arrangement. I don't think it's the original sort of sound chip versions. But it's all there. So it's pretty neat. I remember this song from Final Fantasy 4. And what else have we got? Yep, Final Fantasy 7. So, yeah, classic title theme music for Final Fantasy 7. And then if I hold the button down, oh, no, too far. Final Fantasy 8. Yep, classic. I think this is the music from the opening FMV in Final Fantasy 8, I think. And then, oh yeah, oh boy, say what you will about this game, this music is, I love the soundtrack for Final Fantasy 13. And I'm going to leave it on here because A, I love this soundtrack, B, I was talking about Final Fantasy 13, I want to keep talking about Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 it has problems. I don't have the problem with Lightning that a lot of people have, where a lot of people find her a little bit sort of dull as a character. I actually don't mind her as a character. She is not the character in Final Fantasy 13 that I don't like. The character in Final Fantasy 13 that I hate, and I make a big point of this when I did my Let's Play of it, is I hate Snow. Snow straight up gets Hope's mother killed, right? Like, no questions asked, that is a thing that happens right at the start of the game, and Hope does spend an inordinate amount of time wanting to get revenge for getting his mother killed, but honestly, justifiably so. To be honest, I don't like Hope that much. The English voice acting for Final Fantasy 13 is, as it is for this game, just abysmally bad, and the game is... I remember having to suffer through it on the PS3, and finally getting a PC version with Japanese audio, which... By the way, Lightning is voiced by Maya Sakamoto in Japanese, so I'm pretty on board with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And yeah, Final Fantasy 13's big problem is that it spends too much time... it probably spends far too much time going through what a lot of people joke that it's got like a 20-hour tutorial, and it's not a bad thing. It's in a weird way, actually, it's kind of the reverse of this game, because Final Fantasy 13 actually does have a semi-open world, but the problem is you've got to get about 20 hours into the game to get to it, and those 20 hours aren't exactly the most exciting part of the game. Once you actually get through that initial part of the game, which takes a while, it takes a good long while, and you get to Grand Pulse, which is where the open world is. The game opens out and becomes a lot more fun, but you've got to get there. And I fully understand people struggling to do that because it's not the greatest thing in the world to do. That said, once you finish that section of the game, you go back to the end. The final boss fight's not great. But the thing I do love with Final Fantasy 13, other than the thing that really kept me interested in the game actually was I really enjoy the combat system in that game for some reason. It's a lot less automated than Final Fantasy XII's, and it's a lot more engaging. I really love the way you can switch up the team roles through the, I think it's called Paradigm system. I really love the way you can do that in 13. I think that's good fun, and I find the combat in Final Fantasy 13. I don't want to go too far, but it might be before 15. It might actually be my favorite combat in a Final Fantasy game. It's legitimately good fun. But you know, speaking good about Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 2, I played probably about half of. Geez, it's taking a long time. I played about half of, I think, and that was good. That was good fun. There we go. That took a long time. Got a bunch of AP too that I'll have to spend, which I will spend shortly. Pardon me. Oh, pardon me again. Yeah. Okay, what have we got? That's a good fun one. Oh. Eh. Okay, hang on. Ah, right, okay, I see, yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, what else we got? That one, none of these are great. That's cool, nothing else. We'll take that one. Save that photo. I think it is possible actually to adjust the use of the Instagram filters that he uses, because they get really annoying after a while, I think. I might see if I can figure out how to do that. I think there is a way to do that, actually. If I go skills, I think it is. Yeah, and I go to here. No, I can't. Great, cool. I thought I could, I got the feeling there was like an option you could set that would let you do what I wanted to do, but apparently not. Anyway, I've got some Ascension I'll do as well. We'll turn this quest in first. Quest, damn it. I was there, I was on it. There we go. Yep. It was fun. What am I gonna make with this stuff? Make stuff with this stuff.
ぜひ注文してくれ。とりあえずこれは例だ。料理してくれ。
Meat on your bones. Yeah. Nice. Good work. Good work. More XP. Clean meat, jewel horn steaks, and leaden peppers. Right. Okay. Oh, there's another quest here. Oh, is this going to be the next step of that series of quests? I think it will be. Yeah, sure. What is it this time? That's literally what he said.
狩りだ。在庫が足りなくて困ってる。よし、任せろ。頼んだ。頑張ってきてくれ。
Good hunting indeed. Okay. A Gorilla Sirloin. That will be a fun quest. I think that one's like about level 15 or so.
タッカなら自分で枯れそうだもんな。
包丁でスパッとね。
どこをやれば一撃で済むか俺たちより分かっているだろうな。
怖えな。
I love the incidental dialogue. It's so fun. Okay, the ever regal regalia is this quest here. We will go do that. I could go do Gorges in the Dust too, I suppose, which isn't very far from Hammerhead. It's actually just down the road a little bit. Oh, my nose. My nose just suddenly got all irritated. Yeah, actually we'll go do that, because that's literally just over here a little bit. I'm not even going to take the Regalia. Let's do this quest, because it's just along the road a bit here. And, I done the dumb thing or not? Yeah, no, that's cool. Maybe I should have taken the regalia. No. Oh yeah, maybe I should have. Hang on. Yeah, actually, I think maybe we'll take the regalia. It's not super far away, but it's probably a bit further than it's worth it to run. Like, I could probably run there, but it probably actually does work out faster to take the regalia. So I'll do that. That's the best thing to do. Hey, do I have upgrade materials for my engine blade? Let's just talk to Sid. Yes, I know what he can do. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I need to unequip my engine blade. Is there not just an unequip button? There is. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, hang on, I already have it unequipped. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Let's do the upgrade.
Easy.
Let's do it. There we go. No, I want to upgrade the engine blade.
Oi, 帝国製かよ。何でも拾ってきやがるな。
Yes, I know. Oh, crying out loud. Oh, Cactuar Needle. Yeah, good luck.
Oi,
is he not upgrading the... I've got everything to upgrade for him. Yes, that's what I was trying to do. Okay, and that's a bunch of good XP too. Okay, so does that work out as a better engine blade? I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, that's what the quest was called, but like, how does that? It's almost as good as the broadsword. So let me actually load it up here. It actually gives me more MP. Yeah, he loses 2 attack, but gains. Yeah, I think we'll go for it. Are any of the other things upgradable yet?
Easy.
Okay, so now we can get Engine Blade 3, Class Gemstone. That might be a while. What else is there?
Huh.
Okay, so that's it. Yes, I know. Sydney will indeed help me out. Let's go to the quest that we're going to go to. So we're going to do Gods in the Dust. It's not very far, but it's far enough that it's probably... Flexi Tusk. Fires of Fate. Oh, that's a good track. Good tune. But there's better tunes in this soundtrack. Not that one. Yeah, that one's a good soundtrack. Good one. Oh yeah, Lightning's theme's a good one. That is a good one. Is he going to park all the way there and I'm going to have to run all the way back? Is this actually worth it? How does it have... Oh, it has this track though. This is the one I wanted. This is straight up just one of my favourite tracks. This music... you end up in Sunless Waterscape for a long time too. So you hear this a lot. Oh jeez, he's driven the right path. Like, what was the point? Like, seriously, we're going to have to run all the way back about as far as we went in the first place. Like, that was... Taking the car wasn't worth it. I thought it would be way more worth it. That's... yeah, dumb. Oh well. Oh well, let's go do it. Yeah, look, it's now... You know, I mean, I did it because it was 0.5 of a mile. Now it's 0.36 of a mile, and I've still got to run all the way back there. And then we've got to run back here and then go back. Oh, I made this quest way longer than it needed to be. That was dumb. still, if we keep this sprint mini game up, we should be good. I think the stamina level does increase as you level up too. I'm not 100% on that, but I think it does. Ah, damn. I mistimed it. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well.
ノクト上見てミクル軍だよサンキュー
Are we gonna have to fight them? I'd strongly prefer it if we didn't. No, we'll for now. For now, we can just keep going. Oh, we should never have taken the car. Look how far back this is. That was dumb. I thought for sure there'd be like a parking space there or something. Okay, these are the creatures we're looking for. Oh boy, have we. That's right. Okay, we did it. I think I succeeded. The game's just given me a new combat aspect. I didn't know existed. Ah, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No big deal. Yeah, it was easy. Okay, now we're gonna run all the way back to the car. And then, jeez, that was a mistake. What a giant mistake. Might as well go down along the road though. Oh no, I mistimed it.
チョコボ乗りてー。ああ。今普通に流したね。わあ。
Sorry. There we go. That is the right timing. Literally when the bar gets between about the S and the T is the right timing. Ah, missed it. Oh well. Oh, we're close enough now that it won't matter too much once we get a bit further along. We can get back to Hammerhead and turn this quest in. This is the riveting gameplay this game's known for. It is strong, solid stuff. Nice cloud formations though. I think once we get back to our Hammerhead, we're going to call it a night on this stream too. It's getting late and I'm getting a bit tired, so I think I will call it a night. Try to get 2-ish hours in most nights, but I started a little later tonight, so I didn't quite get there. That's fine. Yep, let's resume. Let's go. Listen to that glorious Final Fantasy 13 music. Oh, listen to this. I shouldn't hum. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Shouldn't be under attack from enemy. Whoa! Whoa, what happened there? This is a bit weird. Rolled the car. Oh look, the windscreen's all filled up. Oh man, does that mean the car's all busted up? Because I rolled it? Oh, it is too. Oh look. Oh wow, because we kind of rolled the car and got all busted up. Oh, that's a pain. I think if we talk to Sydney, she'll fix it up though. But I think it does cost us to do that, so I'll talk to her once we get back and we'll see. Yeah, I'm always going to run to them and done it that way instead of this. This made this quest way longer than it should have been. And also, I wrecked my car. So that's always good.
ノクト、薬類の買い足しは忘れずに
Can
な。
we though? We've got like a million of them. Where's Sydney? Yeah, Sydney.
イグニス、店行く？
そうだな。買い出しもしておくか。
Oh yeah, and she'll customize the car too.
どうする？
Yeah, if we want to do that. Let's what we want to do right now though, is service it though. Oh, and it moves the car.
30年前に販売が終わっちゃったワックスなんだ。質はいいんだけど、もう作られないだろうしね。
That's cool and all, but I want to service the car. It is dirty or damaged.
また
Are you
来てね。
serious? Look at this thing. Look at all those bashed up windows. How is that not dirty or damaged? What would you even... Why would you even think that wasn't severely messed up? Oh, that's right. Yeah. I should invest in that. Yeah. So that lets us bit run around and have our music playing as well.
どう？頑張ってる？
I am, but you need to service my car. Okay, well, whatever then. I won't customize.
どうする？好きな色を選んでね。
So you can customize. Yeah, so you have it white, we have it deep sea blue. Just not
何色にする？
I didn't really want to. Yes, because the default color is nice. We can mess around with the interior, so we can give it black and white, beige, nice walnut. Oh, that looks nice. Dark rose, that's nice color. That's nice. Velvet orchard. These are all pretty tasteful colors. Forest green, that's right. Mint chocolate, lilac, dark charcoal. Yeah, let's go with that. Pink wine red looks alright too, and mustard yellow is not great. Normal green. Raven black. What's the difference between dark charcoal and raven black? I see what the difference is. Yeah, that's blacker. None more black. Yeah, let's go with that.
ホイールカラーは
Yeah,
どう
a
す
bunch
る？
of different wheel designs. You can go really nuts on this. Let's go 9 star silver.
今できるのはこれかな。
Decal.
どのステッカーにする？
Terra Which yes. Yes, no. So that's the thing we can have too. Okay, cool. Oh.
これでいい？
Yep, let's have
き
that
っちり
interior
仕上げるからね。
Now, will that repair the car? No, it's still bashed up.
注文通りに仕上がったよ。
Yeah, but can you like repair it and stuff? Seriously? I
王
swear,
子
if
た
the
ち
game
がお
tells
使
me
い
that
頼
the
まれて
car's
くれ
still
たから、
bashed up,
ハンター呼ばな。
It is dirty or damaged. Look at it. It's filthy. But while we're here, I may as well turn in that hunt quest. And then I think I'll call it a night from there. I had a lot of fun tonight. It's a good stream. Good streams. So talk to him. It is going all right. We are completing hunts, getting paid. Getting our rank up too. That's the other thing we're doing. Getting paid, getting rank up. Quarters in the dust. Nice. Good work. Good work. And we're going to leave it there for the day. So I will briefly save the game. This time I can use this button. Save it there. I think I'll use these two save files for my main, so it probably doesn't matter that much. I'll just overwrite the old save. This isn't exactly a game where you need to cycle saves, although it might be, so maybe I should be doing that. Well, anyway, we do have the auto saves there as well. Anyway, that's going to be it for the moment. Gonna come back. Tomorrow night's probably going to be Monster Hunter night. Because there's a new monster, I want to have a crack at it. I might stream during the day tomorrow too. If I find time, I might do a lot of Monster Hunter streaming during the day tomorrow. But otherwise, yeah, so gonna leave it there for the moment. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow night.